What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back for another episode of Forza Horizon 2. Now, I hope you guys can't hear a fan going on in the background. If you can, well, I'll find it on the recording if it's there. But hopefully it's not too bad because my new computer is on right now, and it's got like I don't even know, like something like 8 fans in it because I have like a bunch of cooling, and I didn't want to do liquid cooling, because I was just kind of iffy about it. So it's got like a ton of fans in it. It keeps it really cool, but it's really loud. So we're going to kick this one off with a barn find that I actually just stumbled upon.
So this noob, I tell him, dude, it's way too much car for you. But they never listen. Been there. So what you got? Huh. What is this? A Ford Capri? We don't see many of these in the States.
Not really any at all.
Looks like it's seen some action too. Is that a police light?
I would say it probably is, unless it was like an FBI car or something.
A police light. Dude, it's a crime these beautiful cars are just left here to rot. Good thing me and you are here to save them, right?
Hell yeah, absolutely. But, we're actually going to go about seeing if we can find another barn find right now. And then we're going to move on to hopefully starting some more championship stuff. So, as far as the next barn find, let's look in and around this area. Because I have a feeling I don't know, something just tells me that it'll be in that area. For whatever reason, I feel like it'll be within that general area. Now, I have a couple of build ideas coming up. I want to do a drag Supra, and I want to do probably a drift Silvia S13, because I know I didn't do one, but then again, everybody does a Silvia S13, and it's kind of like the drift car that everybody was building, so I wanted to save that for a little bit later, because I wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit with the drift builds. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find that barn find real quick. I don't know if this one is that difficult to find. Some of them are difficult to find, some of them are real easy. Like that one that I found previously, I just found it. Like, it was just there. There was no challenge to it at all. And some others, I find myself just searching for them. There was one I looked for like hours, and I didn't even find it until I kept looking and looking and looking. There's the other one. Sweet!
Man, I'm glad it's me who's calling you find these things. Girl could get used to this.
Oh, please let it be something crazy. Oh, boy. Oh, dude.
Shut up! A Ferrari 288 GTO? Not in bad shape. Did you hear the rumor on this one? Some kid of an oil guy bought it as a holiday car, spent a summer in the 80s tearing it up around the Riviera, and then just dumped it when it was time to go home. I think it's safe to say he's not coming back for it at this point.
Jeez, dude, if I found a Ferrari 288 GTO just sitting around and it just been there for years, dude, I would be like, I'd be psyched. I would be all about that. Man, we're just knocking these barn finds out. I feel like I could just do another one. Because there's another one right here, and I feel like I could just do another one. Because, like I said, we're just, like, knocking these things out. That's like 3 barn finds in less than 5 minutes. Well, no, 2 barn finds, hopefully 3 in less than 5 minutes. But I don't know if I should hold myself to that as far as this next one goes. Hopefully it's not, like, insanely hard to find. Should be pretty easy, actually. There's a road right here. Generally, if you follow these roads, you'll have a decent idea of where to go. But sometimes they hide them off in some random area that the road doesn't go to. So you got to be a little bit creative sometimes, but not quite all the time, as we've seen with the last couple of barn finds. Might it be down here? I don't know. That's a little bit too out in the open, I think. And that specific building is not here either. It's a specific building. Like, if that building is there, then you know it's going to be a barn find. And if you see that building, you just know immediately. Oop, starting to rain. Spin tires and a Viper. Let's do this. It's going to be all muddy real soon. That'd actually be crazy, though, if that was simulated in Horizon 2. Oh, man. That'd be sweet if that was actually simulated. Like, the actual terrain kind of deforming with the mud and everything. Oh, I'd love that. There it is. Sweet! What is it? What is it? What is it?
I gotta go. I'll call you back. Seriously, I don't know how you're doing it. Must be your secret powers.
Secret powers?
I bet you're good at video games.
Oh, yes. Yes, the Miura.
Whoa. Dude, that's a Lamborghini Miura. Oh my god, one of the most beautiful cars ever made, and it's just been left here abandoned. Jeez. Anyway, sweet find. Can't wait to get my hands on this baby.
Yeah, that is going to be sweet. We ended up getting a 288 GTO and a Miura P400 and a... Oh, God. I've forgotten. I forgot what the first one was already. I guess I'll find out later because I completely forgot what the first one was already. But now that we've done some monstrous barn find progress, after we do this wheel spin, we're going to go back and do some races and see if we can get some more of the championships or career out of the way. Not too bad. I got that perk that's supposed to give you, like, better wheel spins, like, more quickly. I don't believe that. I don't trust it, because it's not giving me very many, like, that much better, stuff than I was getting before. You know, granted, it's not giving me, like, crappy bonuses or anything, but I thought it was going to give me, like, at least... that it was going to make it so I would at least regularly get cars or bonuses of over, like, 30,000 credits or something. But, I don't know, I guess not. But, let's see, what's up next, anyway? We have the American Muscle, yeah, I believe, yeah, Retro Muscle, which is kind of like, I believe it's, like, more like 90s supercars slash muscle cars, like the Viper. So we're going to start out with a Hilltop Sprint, and we're going to go ahead and fast travel there, because why not? Fast traveling is way better than having to set the destination. Although, cruising is fun, but sometimes if you're just trying to knock out the races and just knock them out, it's better, you're better off doing the fast traveling. Probably should have put some upgrades into this car, but I don't know. I might do that after this race, because I completely forgot about putting any upgrades into it. Normally, you probably should, though. Oh, man, okay. Your Regal Foxbody. Saw a Cobra R back there. Okay, I know what we're dealing with. The Viper was a good choice for sure. Tried to do a decent launch, but pretty much just did a burnout instead. Ow! Jeez! Oh god, I looked back for way too long. That Cobra R just couldn't take a lane for himself. He just kind of... He was just like, I want your lane. I want it. Oh boy. Some decent maneuvers in the beginning has allowed me to get up to the top 3. And as long as I can keep that position, we'll be good to go. As long as I get around this Regal. I'm right there. Yes! Braking down to second. Second was a little too low for that, apparently. Whoa, apparently first is where we need to be for that. Come on, power out of it! That was a little bit of an overshoot, but it was okay in the end. Braking on the way in. Down to second. Fire it out! Come on! Not bad. Not a bad little cornering section. I actually like the way this car handles. I know a lot of people don't, but I kind of do. It's not super understeery or anything. And because of the massively fat tires on the back, and the fact of how much it's actually staggered, no way Not letting you have it. Not letting you have it. Mm-mm. 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 Back off. Not letting you have it. I got sloppy for some reason just right then. I was just like, I don't know. I got completely sloppy. Not letting the Gray Viper have it, though. He might want it, but he's not getting... Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That Foxbody, he was right there. The Foxbody disappeared and then just reappeared right there on the rear left of my car. He was just, like, right up on me. Come on, through the checkpoint. Not bad. Staying to the inside, powering out. The tail got a little bit out of shape. Allowed that Foxbody to catch up. Whoa, he carried some massive speed into it. Over 80% complete. If we can just keep this pace up, we'll be good to go. Come on, almost there, almost there. 90%. Rear end out just a little bit. It's okay, because I was able to power out of the corner and carry a bunch of speed. Into fourth. Stay in it. And e-brake it across the line. Oh, yes.
Well done.
That was actually a pretty fun race. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that C4 Corvette. I don't even know where he was. Wasn't in the race, at least not to my knowledge. I didn't even notice him once. I just remember seeing the Regal, the Foxbody, the Cobra R. And that's about it. That's about all I remember seeing in the race. That and the Silver Viper that came out of nowhere that one time. It was just like right up on my car. I feel like they give the AI, like the AIs, these little like massive skill boosts from time to time, because it'll be weird, because like all of a sudden they'll be like right up on your car out of nowhere. They'll be like right there. Street race, all right. I'm so tempted to twin turbo this car. I want to so bad, actually, but I feel like unless I'm building it for drag or something, it's gonna either make it a drift car or not. That's like the only option. If you're just gonna put massive power in a Viper, it's gonna be a drag car or a drift car, and pretty much nothing else. And that was the launch I was looking for. That was the exact launch I was looking for, pretty much. What? I don't know what the deal was with that. It didn't even feel like understeer. I just kind of... I'm going to just get on the brakes a little earlier and then try and see if I can power through, but that's a confusing corner. You feel like you're going to be fine, and then all of a sudden you just kind of drift off to the side. Okay. Oh, jeez. And that's a bad start. The previous race got started a hell of a lot better than that. Little bit of corner cutting, not much, but just enough to gain a couple of places. There we go, there we go, there we go. We're making a comeback. Just stay in it and keep that going. Come on. Oh, not now, not now, not now. Keep it on the road. Nah, I considered going up to fourth then, but I was just going to leave it in third. It wouldn't have been worth it to go up to fourth. Or at least back there. It is now, but it wouldn't have been worth it earlier. Jeez, okay. Brake checking Mustang. Love this area of the map. Love just flying through these sections. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about your cafe. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I tried to do an e-brake turn. Like, just an e-brake initiation to get around that corner, like rally style, but that didn't end up working out at all. Don't try it. If you're thinking about it, don't try it. Nope. Nope. Not today, Camaro. Had enough of you for this race. Not today. Ugh. Keep it going. Keep it. Whoa! Come on, checkpoint. Holding it together decently well. Although that section earlier on was so sloppy. The beginning of the race, so sloppy. I'm starting to find, like, ways to kind of pick apart the handling of this car, too, in ways that I'm not really fond of. So, it'll definitely be needing some handling upgrades. But that's really all I'm going to do to this one, because I'm going to keep it as a, as kind of like a street circuit car, instead of a drag car or a drift car. So, we're going to be taking this to the shop in a minute, and, like I said, doing some handling upgrades. Some much-needed handling upgrades. And across the line, not bad.
Nice one, mate. You looked in control for that whole race there.
Man, if I looked in control for that whole race, I want to know what out of control looks like. Because that race was not in control, in my opinion. 59, nearly level 60. Sweet. And also, actually, I spoke about Drive Club a little bit in one of my last videos, and some of you guys were like, telling me, yeah, like, nah, it's not that good. It doesn't really, you shouldn't really bother with it. And then a couple of other guys were like, yeah, you should give it a look. So, I don't know. I'm not too sure about it.
She's ready to collect, so pop by the garage.
But, like I said, yeah, I'm not quite sure about, how I feel about it yet. We'll see, when the time comes, because, well, I don't know about, like, I don't know when the time comes. I don't know when that time will be, but we can probably... Okay, we have two left. We have a cross-country, and we have a scramble. I'm gonna do the... I don't actually know. I don't actually know which one I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the, the cross country, and I'll finish off this episode with that, and then in the next episode we'll kick it off with the handling upgrades, and then finish off this championship, and then move on to something else in the game. See if we can do a little bit more of the barn finds, if we can find them, because we're almost done with all of those. I kind of ignored them for a while because I was just really wanting to experience just the driving and the multiplayer, especially. And I do want to touch on real quick about how I feel like it might seem a little odd that my level isn't, like, my level in the game isn't, like, up in the hundreds or anything like that. And a couple of you guys were asking me about it, so I'll try to explain it in the best way possible. And basically the reason for that is for a couple of weeks I didn't really play the game in a way that lended itself to really ranking up. I played the game in such a way that just lended itself to kind of playing the game, if that makes any sense. It might not make sense to any of you guys. That's why I was kind of hesitant to say anything about it, because I just kind of drove. Like, that's what I just did. I drove and I did builds, and I suppose you could just say experienced the game. And I know it's definitely a valid way to play the game, but a couple of you guys were asking me about it since it kind of seemed odd of where my level was, and I agree. It would have been kind of odd, because normally I play games in such a way that I play them objectively, specifically towards, like, ranking up, getting things like achievements and stuff like that. But I decided to play Horizon 2 a little bit differently, because I wanted to take it at, I wouldn't say a slower pace, but more of a pace where I could absorb more of the game and what was going on in the game. And because I feel like if you play a game that way, especially a game like Horizon 2, you tend to enjoy it a little bit more, because you're not always doing, like, the leveling grind and stuff like that. But again, that's just personal opinion. I play some games that way, and then other games I play at... Whoa, okay. I thought there was like a banked corner down there. I was like, there's no way that they didn't bank that, and then, yeah, they didn't. I feel like they either ramp up the AI difficulty or something in these cross-country events because I find them so much harder, and I find the AI to be so much better. There we go, come on! Yes, carrying a lot of speed. Jeez, this Firebird keeps blocking me. There we go, there we go! Staying in it, just the Buick Grand National up next. Uh-oh, nope, 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 nope! Yeah, that doesn't sit well with me. I'm not gonna let that happen. Right near the end, too. I may not use rewinds often, but I do use them when I have to. They give you the option to use them, and I use them when you have to. I mean, basically, yeah, I know, like, they might not be the most quote-unquote hardcore thing to use, but at the same time, I'm not gonna throw a race because because it was either, like, use rewind or throw the whole race. I'm not gonna throw the whole race. That was weird. I just hit a bunch of bumps, and it just screwed the whole car up. At least all of my speed that I was carrying. Dang it. Forget that line. Missed it? Yeah, I missed it. Why is this one corner so weird? I don't know, some corners are like that, especially some of these off-road corners. They just get really weird, and the angles you approach them from are really weird. Ooh, it's either this side or into the telephone pole! And it ended up being the proper side. Thank God. No! 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 Mm-mm. I understand why he passed me, though. Took a hugely wide line. Really sorry about all the rewinds in this race, guys. It's not the usual thing, that's for sure. I mean, you guys know it's not the usual thing, but at the same time, there's been so many rewinds already that I feel like I have to at least say something about it. Almost there, almost there, almost there, and... Actually, no, never mind, that wasn't the finish. That is... Ugh, it's so hard to judge lines. When you're off-road like this, it's so hard to judge your line because there's no road there. And then the AI knows this, like, perfect line to take, and then they just fly by you. How is that possible? No! No!
Excellent driving. Another big win.
I was not going to let him win. He was either going in the wall, or I was rewinding. That's probably the closest finish I've had in a while, though. But, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Forza Horizon 2, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.